welcome to the first ever episode of Block Talk.
Here we go.
Alright, so, first point, since we were some high school players, we're just going to look over our season.
Yeah, so, better record than the past. 2-7? 2-8?
2-8.
Made the playoffs.
Yep, not hard to do in AAA, but it's something.
Yeah, made the playoffs. We lost first round, but we did lose to the state champs. So it's a bit better. Makes us feel a little better. Beat the crosstown rivals in a close game. It was fun.
Shouldn't have been as close as it ended
No,
up being.
we made it closer than it needed to be, for sure.
With the deep injuries that we had, having, I don't know, probably at least 4 starters hurt.
Yeah, and one of our best offensive players for sure, and B-Jack.
Yep.
Super fast.
Yeah,
Plays
everything.
Plays fast, plays aggressive, Big part of our team. Didn't have him there, broke his collarbone.
Henry had to go and do the same thing.
Yep.
Another speedster.
Another really fast kid on our team. Big part of our defense for sure. Yeah, that sucked.
Wilhelm, right tackle, concussion.
Yeah. But
yeah, all in all, an improvement year for sure.
For sure, we ran a different offense than we did in the past. We ran wing tee.
Yep.
It was different.
Very fun.
Fun
for the linemen.
Yeah, fun for us. I don't know about how the rest of them feel. Actually, I do know they didn't like it as much, but
for the linemen, it's a highlight haven. So
yeah, I loved it. We changed up a lot of stuff. Throughout the year, a lot of adjustments.
Going from a 3-point stance in the offensive line to a 4-point.
Going from a foot split, half foot split to no splits. That was weird. Liked it though. I kind of like having no splits right up next to my boys.
That was interesting.
We had our big center Ben Pepke, Augustana commit.
Hopefully get him on the show here soon.
Hopefully, he's a big boy. Love him. It was just rough early in the year. First 2 games are both close losses, unfortunately.
Combined 6 points for both games.
First game went up to Sioux Falls, played Roosevelt at Howard Wood. Close game all game long. We hurt their quarterback. Second drive, third drive of the game.
Got to see one of our former quarterbacks go in for them.
Yep, Riley Casey. Played with him a lot when we were younger, and then he ended up moving up to Sioux Falls. He ended up coming in, and he lit it up. He was doing a great job. He's kind of the whole reason I was even probably he was torching us a lot. It was not very fun to have to tackle him or try to tackle him, I guess. Came down to the last. We scored. Not a lot of time left. We were down by 8, so we needed to go for a 2-point conversion.
Controversial call at the goal line.
Yeah.
Didn't get it.
Our running back, or I guess fullback, Waylon Bembo, was cramping, and he didn't really play at all the second half. We needed him for that 2-point conversion. Gave him the ball.
Dove for the goal line and landed on the plane. Called it no good.
They called him short. He was cramping pretty bad there. Maybe if he didn't slam 3 pre-workouts pre-game. I'm just kidding, but that was unfortunate. Close game, tough loss. And then we're at home versus Spearfish. Same thing, close game. We were up most of the game.
Let them crawl back into it.
Third quarter was a bad quarter for us. They came back, started cooking us pretty bad. Got it up to a 1-score game. They're driving down the field. Not a lot of time left. I think it was less than 2 minutes left. Guy fumbles the ball.
I think there was only like 40 seconds left at that point.
Not a lot of time left. They were down inside the 30. Ran the ball. Guy fumbled it, popped it right up, and right into one of our guys' hands.
In and out of our hands. Get it back to him.
Yeah.
Run the same play 2 more times. Punch it in. It's over.
Yeah, really unfortunate. We had the ball. We had the game. Couldn't quite pull through.
Yeah.
It's all right. Started the season on 2 tough losses. And then after that,
go on the road.
went on the road to Harrisburg, correct?
Yep.
And
Lose like 30, 42.
not as close of a game. Don't really need to talk about that one. That's when one of our other big guys, Lewis, that's when we realized we had a big guy in the middle for us on the defensive side.
Yep.
He's angry. He's big. He's a big guy. Then where'd we go after that?
Come back home, play O'Gorman, beat down, a couple guys getting hurt.
Yeah, it was not a fun game either.
No, it's supposed to be military appreciation night too, and
yeah, we were wearing camo jerseys. A lot of us had different numbers.
it was just a mess.
It was just we weren't prepared well enough as ourselves. Not nothing with the coaches that they did. Just we didn't seem like we went in there ready to win a football game. And you could tell that one after the first snap. I think their first offensive play scored like 70 yards. Broke probably 5 tackles. But that guy is a dog, He's going D1.
Yeah. Yep.
He's a college football player for sure.
And then after that, go back on the road to Brandon Valley 2 years in a row. You expect what Brandon Valley has. I mean, they got D1 linemen that's got at least 10 offers, if not close to 20 D1s. So
yeah, Parliament's a big guy, and he's our age. He's only a junior. We got to play against him next year too. I mean, it's good competition. It's cool to go against a guy like that. Obviously, it got my butt whooped, but
didn't get to be a part of that because I messed up my knee.
Yeah.
During the O'Gorman game.
Actually, I was in for him that game. I left guard, and then their other guy.
Felderkamp.
Yep. He was a verbal commit to Augustana, just like Ben. Ended up flipping to USD.
Yep.
Just a couple, I think like a week or two ago. Not too long ago.
During National Signing Day.
Yeah, not too long ago. And then after that,
come back home. Homecoming against Washington.
Mm-hmm, homecoming. Okay, this is
quite a game.
So we're scoreless to the half. Good game, good defensive game. Probably not too fun to watch, but it was fun to play in.
All the girls left after halftime.
Yep.
Definitely sad.
They were getting ready for homecoming. Whatever.
Whatever.
Still scoreless to the third quarter. Still 0-0. We end up driving down. It's 4th and 2. We're inside the 10. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, I think down by like the 8.
Mm-hmm. We were inside the 10. Our long snapper was hurt. He messed up his knee.
That guy goes in.
So I went into long snap that week, and
you got the job done.
Not the best snap you'll see. We had Tristan the kicker.
Douche.
It's he's a lights out. He's fun guy to be around. Never really played football. He's a soccer kid, but we need him to kick, and he ice cold.
Veins,
yep.
Puts the game away.
It
through the uprights.
The snap rolled back to the holder. Good job by our holder kid Matthew to get the ball up there, and then it looked like it was more of like a one step because the timing was way off because the snap was way off.
Yeah, kind of stutter stepped into it.
So it was more of like a one step, hit the bottom goalpost, bounced in. I was one of the scariest moments of my life. I thought I ruined it, but it went through. That's all that matters at the end of the day. So we're up 3-0. They have a chance late in the 4th to go down and tie it up with another field goal of their own.
Like 2 minutes left in the game.
Not a lot of time left. They have their chance and
go 4 and out. Who's their quarterback?
I don't remember,
Tommy Hoffman, pretty legit guy, but none of his weapons were playing that game.
Yeah,
Devian Boodle, multiple D1 offers, committed in Nebraska right now. Was still out from a concussion week 1, so kind of lucked out with that.
And then Jonah Blake, one of our DNs, had a great game. He had like 3 sacks in the first half, and then he had one closing the half out, where he just he smacked the quarterback. It was good hit, good clean. It hit him hard. You could tell he wasn't really playing the same after that. It was great. It was a good defensive game, both sides of the ball. We couldn't really move it too well.
But end of the day, we got done what we needed to get done.
Yeah.
Come out there with a win.
They got down to the. I think they were like inside the 10 also, weren't they, on their field goal?
Yeah, they were like at the 15.
Yeah, they were not very far away either, but their kicker ended up missing it wide left.
Yeah. Have to go out there, get a first down to seal the game. We do it.
It was a fun game.
Yeah.
You know, got our first win. My first win.
Years.
My first win as a varsity player at Central, and
Yep, first ever varsity football win for any junior.
It was fun. It was definitely fun. And then after that,
Lincoln.
Went to Lincoln.
Colpitts was gone for a wedding.
Colpitt's sister was getting married. That was unfortunate.
We kind of just got tossed. Like 2 SDSU commits up on their D line. Just
they got
insane talent.
They're big. They're quick. They're strong. They're good football players for sure. Really cocky, but they're allowed to be when they're doing what they were doing to us.
Yeah.
So it's hard to talk smack back when you're getting smacked up in the face. You know, it's rough, but that was a rough one. And then we came back home.
Then it was. Wait, who was it after? Was it Jefferson?
Yeah, we came back home to play Jefferson. It's the game where B-Jack ended up breaking his collarbone, right?
Yep.
And
another D1 guy on their team, their tight end, just recently picked up an offer from Washington. Also has an offer to Michigan State, I believe. Probably a couple others that I'm missing at this point, but another talented team, 2 talented DNs.
They were big, they were fast. I think the one guy was 6'6".
Oh, they were both 6'6".
Yeah, they're big.
They're tight end, and then their guy that plays just DN.
And then,
both 6'6".
but I mean, unfortunately, but kind of luckily for us, he ended up getting hurt first drive. He caught a touchdown pass across the middle, and ended up being out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and I talked to him after the game. It was just something with his rolled ankle or something. They didn't want him playing.
Yeah, not too big of a deal. He ended up playing the next week. You know, the game wasn't close, but it wasn't like a blowout like it was versus Lincoln and BV and stuff. And then
I think it's Stevens week.
We were at home, or at home technically, but it was their home game.
Yep.
So we were in white. It was a close game all game, you know. We come out, we score right away, don't we?
Yep, and then they house our kickoff.
Right after that, you know, we were feeling great. We had a lot of momentum, and then they just took it right back. Jack Day, he's talented, he's fast, you know.
We turn around, we have another good drive, score a touchdown. They turn around, have a good drive, score a touchdown. It was just back and forth the whole game.
It was definitely a really fun game to watch. Even more fun to play in, you know.
Super stressful, but...
They had one big guy. He was bigger, he's a senior. I don't remember his name, I can't recall, but...
Elias Gillen?
No, I'm talking about that dude they kept giving the ball to.
Oh, yeah,
that was funny to watch. It was pretty cool. Yeah. He had one pretty big one pop off for like 25, 30.
Yeah,
but
sideline.
But you know, and then they have Texas Tech commit Elias Gillen, left tackle. Played baseball with them a couple years ago.
He's against him in track.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. You know, he's huge. It's really cool he committed to Texas Tech. You know, that's. A kid from Rapid City, it's pretty cool, even though he's crosstown rival. Yep. End of the day, you know.
Happy for your guy?
Yeah, still pretty cool, you know. But we end up pulling away with the dub, 35-33.
Special teams mattered in that one.
They had 2 blocked field goals in the fourth quarter. We had
multiple chances to kick field goals, and they were just all over the place.
Like I said it earlier, our big guy, Lewis, you know. He came in big in both of those, you know. He's a big guy, you know. 2 blocked field goals in the fourth quarter when we're only up by 2 is huge, you know. They were inside the 10 on that first one.
20, 15.
Free points that we just took away from him, or Lewis took away from him. It was great. It was huge, you know. Big part of that win. And then And then it was a little controversial last drive for them. You know, some people say they got 4 timeouts.
Yep.
You know,
4, even 5 timeouts.
Whatever.
But,
you know, end of the day.
Also talk about the referees that they hired being Stevens alums and all that, but it's whatever.
You know, it was not a great officiated game.
But
in my opinion, but
hindsight, we still won it. So.
Yep, punched our spot in the playoffs.
Yep.
Went up to Howard Wood to play Lincoln again.
And got tossed.
Not a great game. Not the best game. You know, again, you know, no B-Jack like we said. No Henry. Those are both of our safeties gone. No Jack. You know, me and Christian Redleaf switching out right tackle, right guard most of the game.
A lot of guys having to be rotation players on the line because Lewis wasn't available to travel. Leave it at that. But
yeah. You know, it's all right. You know, we made the playoffs. That was pretty big for a lot of the seniors to beat our crosstown rivals. You know.
Experience playoff game.
Yep. For their last year, most of them last year of football ever.
Yep.
Some of them just last year of high school football, but end of the day, you know, it was a good season. You know, hopefully we'll hope to build on that for next year. Looking at it next year, you know, we got a young quarterback in Clayton Hooper.
Yep.
Talented. He broke his arm last year. Playing a JV game. Freshman coach was not happy about that. Just, you know, I'm excited about him. He's talented. He's young, you know.
Exciting group of skill position guys. I mean, there's talent littered all over there. You got Henry that's been to North Dakota for a visit. You've got Waylon that's been invited to Augustana, I think. B-Jack, he should be getting way more attention than he actually is.
I don't think he knows how to, you know,
yeah,
get his name out there. But I know all the people looking at our games from Waylon and stuff like that, I think it'll help him a little bit. I don't know what he wants to do, if he wants to go to the next level or not, but he definitely can for sure.
Yeah, maybe even track. I mean,
he's fast.
Qualified for state in the 100 last year.
He's a speedy guy. Yeah, this guy over here, you know, just hit 315 on bench. He'll be our main guy. He'll be holding us down on the O-line. You know, we lost a lot of guys.
Got a couple freshmen that are coming to step up, though. Hopefully, to kind of relieve the gap left by them, but it's gonna be tough.
You know, we'll be smaller for sure. Losing Ben, obviously. You know, he's a tall guy, 6'5". It'll be rough losing him, but you know, we got Bix. I mean, he's a dog. I'll tell you what.
T. Jones holding it down on the D-line.
I don't know, but
Possible schedule changes coming next year too.
Hopefully, you know.
There's a conversation about Central at least being like an in-between team with AAA and AA, just because of the skill gap with Sioux Falls. There's a chance that Rapid will drop down to play 6 AA games and then I think like 3 or 4 AAA games just to also lighten the load of traveling and stuff, because for us to travel, it's like I think we spent $25,000 on buses is what I heard, just traveling to Sioux Falls, which is insane.
Yeah, you know,
play high school football. So.
4 trips to Sioux Falls a year. It's a 6-hour trip. You know, you got to pay for food for all of us.
Yep. 6 hours. 6 hours down. So I mean, we spent at least 50 hours on the bus this year, having 5 away trips there. So.
Yeah, you know, it's rough. Hopefully, you know, it's not even like it's that, you know, the traveling and stuff, and then it'll just be like more people wanting to tune into Central football. Hopefully, you know, having more competitive games. It won't be like, oh, we're playing Lincoln. Yeah, it won't be like we're getting 40 scored on us every game. You know, we score maybe a touchdown in garbage time.
And I mean, with playing schools such as Sturgis or Spearfish or even Douglas, you know, they're kind of close. You know, you see the Sioux Falls teams, you watch their film, they got a big old away student section. We can't have that going down to Sioux Falls. So, I mean, maybe going to Sturgis or something. We can at least get a little bit of a student section and have something like Sioux Falls. So
Yeah, and like talking to people around the school, trying to get them to come to the games. They're like, "Oh, I don't want to come watch our team get blown up by 40, blah blah blah." So it's like even just having more competitive games, like back and forth, like we did with Spearfish, like Stevens, those games having multiple of those a year instead of like one or two.
Yep.
Having those most of the year will be good for us. It'll be good for people wanting to watch Central football. It'll be good for a lot of stuff. Obviously saving money, like Big said. It'll be a lot smoother, hopefully, if we can end up getting that.
And with there already being a Black Hills conference for football, it's in between AAA and AA right now. You got us, Stevens, Spearfish, Sturgis, Douglas, all in that. I mean, it would be reasonable to have a conference schedule with that. I think, but
yeah, I agree, 100%.
We'll see what the athletic directors and then the SDHSAA will have to say about that, because football being the only AAA sport, I mean, to an extent makes sense, but from a Rapid City athlete perspective, it's kind of just, you're facing the gauntlet of Sioux Falls teams every year.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's hard to keep spirits high when you just know you're going against dudes bigger than you, stronger than you, faster than you.
Yeah.
And it's just like, obviously we could do something about that, start lifting at an early age, but there's a point where, I'm going against 6'6" guys and I'm 6 foot tall maybe.
Yeah, with the participation in sports also. I mean, you look at our school with the population of 1,800, and I mean, we're lucky to get 150 out for football. So
not a lot of people. That's another thing about that schedule. A lot of people don't want to play football because they also play other sports, and they're like, they don't want to go and get hurt and be out for their other sport, because there's a lot of kids that want to play football, but at the same point they want to play hockey, wrestling, baseball, whatever it might be. And they don't want to have to be hurt for those sports for a sport that they've never really played. But they're athletes, and it's just having a different schedule. More people would want to come play, hopefully, and I don't know. Hopefully, it'll be a lot better, a lot more fun, and yeah.
Football team realm.
That was fun.
That was the team bonding.
We had a football realm. That's another thing about the football year. We had a lot more of team chemistry than we did years past. We liked our quarterback, Cade Matthew.
Not hard to get along with.
Not hard to get along with at all.
Not hard to get along with any of the upperclassmen.
Nope. It was funner. It was more fun. Excuse me.
That was my problem with last year. Is that you could tell the friend groups were split.
Yeah, like you could, like no one. I didn't have to block for a quarterback in years past, but being around him, I wouldn't want to block for him. Like I wouldn't go out of my way, put myself in a not so great situation to block for him so he doesn't get hit. I wouldn't have done that for our quarterback 2 years ago, but this last year, Caden Matthew, I would 100% do that for him.
Yeah.
I would actually, like, I want to put my heart out on the field to block for him.
Yeah, and there was a bit of entitlement and stuff last year, or 2 years ago, whatever it was. But I mean, this last year it was way better. I think everybody was almost as selfless as they could have been.
Yeah, a lot more team chemistry, a lot more team bonding stuff, and Coach Colpitz did a great job with that,
Yeah.
Going to the pool, that pool thing was fun, doing these off-season teams, getting us talking to the lower classmen and the freshmen, sophomores, and just trying to get everyone, to know each other.
Yeah, team bonding, I think, is what's been elevated in the Central program lately. I mean, you just look at all the chances we get to hang out with each other and, like, get to know each other better. I mean, I think that there were at least 3 things that we did this summer as team bonding.
Yeah,
exercises, so.
100%. And having the Cobbler family thing on Tuesdays after practice.
Talk to a Tuesday.
Yep, it was great. Getting to know the freshmen more. You know, it felt a lot more like a family this year than it ever did before. And I'm hoping that it stays that way next year. I do think it will. You know, I think just Coach Colpitz has done a great job. You know, the whole coaching staff. You know, doing a great job at trying to get us to, you know, like our teammates, be friends with our teammates. You know, they're our teammates. They should be our friends. You know,
and even to an extent liking them, because like, I don't know, years past, it's not been as personal with most of the coaches. Like, yeah, you know your coach, but you don't, like, actually personally know your coach. But, like, past couple of years, I've gotten to know coaches a lot better and just build a better relationship with them. So, I mean, I don't know.
And, you know, that's another thing with the off-season teams. You know, a lot of stuff to make you want to get better at football, you know. You get points for going to the weight room after school. You get points for volunteering. You get points for being a good person, you know, trying to be a cobbler, which is what we're trying to change what being a cobbler is. And I think it's going great, you know. And another thing, like, the winning team, like, it makes you want to win because you get rewards. You get a steak dinner at Coach Colpitz's house, you know.
Great steak dinner.
This guy won it last year. He won it last year. His team did, and he was the top point earner. He got a cool cobbler belt. It was sweet.
Like 1,400 points. A lot of time into that. I think I went into the weight room about every single day after school, and then after track practices, I would go in after just because I wanted to win that belt because it's freaking sweet. Hopefully I can win it back this next year just so I can show it off again.
Yeah, you know, I mean, me being one of the drafters this year, being one of the team captains this year. Lane had the last pick this year.
Absolute steals. I only drafted winners.
Everyone who drafted ahead of him made one of the biggest mistakes as letting the two top scorers from last year be on the same team, Lane and James Allen. Terrible mistake. You know, I didn't even have him on my mind because I had, the 7th, 8th pick.
Yeah.
Didn't expect for him to be on the board anymore, so I didn't even have him on my mind. And then Lane and getting up and drafted him 2 picks after me. Shocked me. Didn't think he was even there anymore. Wasn't really paying too much attention. You know, I had my mind locked on my guy. Unfortunate.
Part of me wishes I could take back a couple of my picks the way that they're panning out right now, but at the same time, I think I'll strong arm them back in, and hopefully, you know, just keep the train moving, I guess.
Yeah, you know, I mean, everyone, you know, it's not hard to come to the weight room week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks after the meeting, you know. It's after Christmas break when you'll see who really wants it, who really keeps coming. You know, like you can see now a lot of the kids who came for a week after the meeting haven't been there, haven't seen their faces in 2 weeks.
Especially with the weight room gonna be open in the mornings now too. It's gonna be.
Is it?
It should be.
I did not know that. But you know, just there's a lot of opportunities to get better at football, be a better football player, and a lot of people aren't taking it how they should. A lot of people are. You know, Lane. I'm not trying to sound like a fan here, but like Lane has made big steps. You know, he lifts a lot and he moves people on the field. You can tell. You know, he gets and I wish I would have been more like Lane in the past, but you know.
Got the opportunity ahead of you.
I got the opportunity now. You know, I still got another year of football, trying to capitalize, do what I can to be the best football player I can next year. So just hanging out with the right people, like this guy right here. You know, just doing better, doing stuff that keep me out of trouble. You know, just doing stuff to make us the best football players we can next year. You know, because it's just. I don't know, but it'll be fun for sure. Can't wait for next year. Just a lot of stuff that could go a lot of ways with our team next year. You know,
I mean, opportunities to move to an air raid offense. I mean, there's possibilities are up in the air right now on what the coaches want.
That's one of the most exciting things that I'm ready for next year is just seeing what it's like, honestly, because I don't know.
It's gonna flip the entire program on its. We're probably gonna flip the entire program on its head, just because of the switches. I mean, last year we had a pretty legit O line, and this year, I mean, it takes a step back, but we'll see where it gets us.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot that could happen next year.
Yep.
I'm really excited. Super excited for next year to see what it brings. You know, see what we do at the quarterback position. See what we do with our offense. See if we run wing T or what we end up doing.
Any coaching changes,
Mhm.
be interesting.
Mhm. See what coaches come back or not. You know.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Hopefully attract the guys that play football coming off of good showing at state track.
Mhm. For sure.
You know, looking ahead to basketball. You know, we got a game tonight, girls and boys.
Girls at 6, boys after that.
Yeah. It's gonna be
pretty weird theme though. We got gingerbread.
Who picks gingerbread?
I don't know. I'm not.
Let me know who picks the themes because
I'm pretty sure
need to have a conversation.
I don't understand exactly how to dress up as a gingerbread.
Yeah.
Just wear a brown shirt.
I can't tell if it's cause I remember we had it was during what was it? It was our first home game for
What?
I'm trying to think of for Midco Bowl. There we go. For Midco Bowl, we got to pick our theme and we just went red out. But I don't think any of the basketball players are picking gingerbread as the theme.
No, and you know, that's one thing I like. The hockey team, the Rushmore Thunder, they're doing polls on their Instagram. You know, they're giving us 3 options, and whatever has the highest vote, that's what the theme is. Which I think it's great. You know, because it's easier for people to dress up. You know, they'll have more people at theme.
Yeah, and you know, you can look in your closet and know, okay, I got a jersey, I can wear that for jersey.
Yeah.
Night. I got an ugly sweater, I can wear that for ugly sweater night.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me vote for that. But I don't have anything brown. I'm probably just gonna show up in an ugly sweater or something and call it good.
I don't have a brown shirt. See if my dad's got one. If he doesn't, I'm showing up in probably either normal street clothes or an ugly sweater. You know, there's nothing really. I'm not 100% sure how to dress up as a gingerbread.
Yeah.
Without going to the store and getting stuff, which I don't really want to do.
Yeah, I don't
for one game. I would rather not go buy something.
Yeah, I feel like our dress up, like all of our dress up days, just kind of do too much. Like we try and copy all these other schools when you know you can just keep it simple and let more people dress up for it.
Yeah, you know, I understand what they're trying to do. You know, with it being close to Christmas time. You know, Christmas less than a week.
But you look at the people at Central.
But
what are they wearing?
No one is going
brown.
to be wearing brown. No one, not a lot of people. You know, I don't know. Whiteout, maybe winter whiteout, something like that. Like something.
Yeah, why have the whiteout game as Saturday though? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Me neither.
Have your easier to dress for theme on a Friday.
Yeah.
Maybe actually have the more outlandish one on Friday, just so that way you get to have some crazy costumes in the student section when it's actually full instead of on Saturdays when you can barely fill up a row.
Yeah, you know, I mean, usually, you know, it's just easier for kids to understand, there's a game tonight, I have school, it's easier when you had school the day of the game. Obviously, today's different because finals week, but, usually when there's games on Fridays, we obviously have school that Friday, so it's easier to be like, oh, hey, we have a game today, come to the game.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll be there. When Saturday, it's I'm going to go do other stuff with my day.
Yeah, I'm sleeping in.
Yeah. I'm going to go do other stuff with my day. It's the weekend, you know.
Right. I'm getting out of town, so
yeah.
tired of hanging out.
Yeah. You know, there's not much to do here in Rapid.
That is true.
We got bowling.
If the student, or not the student, if the school, or not even the freaking school, what am I saying? If the city board could just approve a Top Golf or something.
You know,
you got high schoolers that need stuff to do, man.
We got bowling, and that's about it.
Bowling. It's pretty tough.
It's about it, and it's not cheap. I mean, $20. I mean, it's not crazy money, but I'd rather not spend $20 a weekend.
Yeah.
To go do the same thing every weekend. You know, there's not much to do. But
yeah, and I mean all the other tourist traps around us don't get any better. I mean, you got Terry Peak that costs $60 as a day pass or something. I think for a full pass. I think I don't know. It's something up there though. So
yeah, yeah, I don't know, but there's not too much to do around here. That's why.
High school sports.
Yeah, go watch the basketball games right now, and play Fortnite. That's what I've been doing lately.
Minecraft hopefully coming up. I'm a bit of a weirdo. Like I play Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 still. 10-year-old game, and I'm still grinding the skins on that.
Me, Hunk right here. Tell you what. Certified. First time I met this guy, I thought he was someone's grandpa, just because of the way he was talking. But love him. But anything else you want to get at?
I mean, not a whole lot going on with the semi-pro teams here.
I mean the War Eagles. We got a couple coaches on the War Eagles.
Yeah, that's.
We got Rayner. He's jacked.
We got Coach Shea coaching.
Yeah, Coach Shea, their defensive coordinator. We got Coach Rayner. He's a freshman coach. He's jacked, absolutely jacked.
Quadzilla.
Yeah, he's huge. I want to see him and Saquon stand next to each other, see whose quads are bigger. Yep. Honestly, it sounds crazy, but honestly, yeah, he's crazy. He's on that team. Yeah, it'll be cool to watch. I guess.
Yeah.
30U. See a lot of that on TikTok and stuff.
U47.
Yeah. But yeah, that's cool. We have an adult league for football.
Rush having another unfortunate year, especially with what's happened to their coach.
Yeah, yeah. There's not much to talk about. We got Illinois in town this week.
That is true. Pretty popular place. You go downtown in the Monument. It's probably gonna be hard to park for the game tonight.
100%. I'm glad. I'm 100%. I'm glad that I haven't had to go to school this week, because I know with the Illinois at the Monument, it was just gonna be packed. Yeah. The parking lot would have been rough because people flood into.
The Illinois spills into Central.
Spills into the Central parking lot, and hard to park. If you don't get there in the morning and stay in your spot all day, you come back and your spot's gone. You come back, your spot's gone. You're gonna have to park in not a parking spot and hope you don't get a ticket. But yeah, that one I seen online that Marvin.
Rapid City, Marvin.
That Marvin kid from Tech, he got a new record
57?
for 57. He got the new scoring record at Illinois.
That's insane.
That's pretty cool. He's a baller.
Yeah, definitely decent come up on basketball talent in South Dakota too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've had guys a lot of guys going into SDSU just as a South Dakota, since it's a pipeline to SDSU.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
you've had guys go out of state too to other colleges and stuff.
I mean, looking at our boys basketball team, we don't have a whole lot of seniors on our team. We got 3, 4.
Yeah,
I think
like that.
3. We got Gilbert. He's a crazy athlete.
Not with. I think he said he hasn't lifted weights ever.
And then I came in and lifted with him.
315.
Dude, that was crazy. I was a little mad, a little salty. He's like never lifted before. Comes in to lift with me one day, or lift with Troy and I, and he squats 315. Little salty. You can just squat 315 pretty naturally, But he's an athlete, He's got crazy bounce.
Yep.
And then we got QB1, Caden Matthew. He's on the basketball team. Shooter. He's a sniper.
State and Dakota Wesleyan.
Sniper. He's a sniper. He's a shooter.
You don't want to give up the ball though.
Yeah, but we got a younger team, a lot of juniors.
Yeah, a lot of decent-sized freshmen from what I've seen. Like, our freshmen have some pretty good height.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's those 2 freshmen. That one, I'm not sure of his name.
One of them's got to be. They've both got to be 6'5", I think.
Yeah. 6'5". I don't know about 6'5".
I don't know. There were some pretty tall kids in there from what I saw.
But yeah, they're pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't watched a boys basketball game yet, so I'm excited to go watch one tonight. And
out of town last week, went 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Should be exciting going against the number 4 team tonight, I think, and then the number 1 tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah, rough games. I was talking to Gilbert about it. He said,
Yep,
it'll
Sean was talking to me. They got 2 guys that are over 6'7", I think.
Yeah,
That's
they got 2
insane.
pretty big guys, which is.
I mean, to have one tall guy at your school is crazy enough, but to have 2 at well, is it Mitchell or Huron that they play tonight?
I'm not sure.
I think it's Huron.
But they got
2 guys at Huron, which is a town like 10,000, I think, at best. I don't know what they're feeding those kids.
Nah, it's crazy.
Rapid needs that kind of meal plan.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be exciting, but yeah.
Girls in a rebuild.
Yeah, we're in a rebuild. I think we got 1 senior. I'm not sure.
2. We got a transfer from RCC.
I just know Aubrey. That's about it.
Yeah, apparently we got a girl from RCC, from what I've heard. So
sweet. Well, not a lot of seniors on that team either. You know.
Yeah, winter sports.
Pretty young.
Winter sports are kind of hard to keep track of. I haven't heard a lot about wrestling and how they've been doing. I know we
had 2 pretty big tournaments. First we went up. I don't remember where they went. They went up somewhere. Then we had the Rapid City Invite last weekend, and then the boys and girls went 2 separate places this weekend. I think one went to Gillette, and one went somewhere else. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Decent wrestling team coming in.
Yeah. Hopefully have some state champs.
Yeah.
We'll see. But
see how it goes. You know, we'll try and keep an eye on it, but we don't get told a lot at Central. I mean,
no, not really.
Morning announcements are mostly for academic stuff and then volunteering stuff, so you don't hear a lot for athletes.
No one really talks about sports too much at Central. Hopefully we're trying to change that.
We're
trying to change that, but
maybe we'll get our deal made with Lundeen and he can just put us on.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And we're good.
Hour and 2 minutes. Call it a day.
I'm happy. Yeah.
All right. This is Block Talk.